Hi clarinet players. So our next step in learning clarinet is starting to talk about these pinky keys down here. So these pinky keys down here, we have what we call the top inner pinky, the top outer pinky, the bottom inner pinky, and the bottom outer pinky. So when our right hand has our thumb underneath that thumb rest and our fingers number 4, 5, and 6 are right here on those numbers, we now have our pinky that can control all of these pinky keys down here. So again, we've got the top inner pinky, which we will talk about and call the tip. Then we've got the top outer pinky, we'll call the top, the bottom outer pinky, which is the bop, and the bottom inner pinky, which is the bip. From this point forward, we're going to only worry about using the bip for today. So in school, we've gone ahead and we've started to talk about waterfalling. When we waterfall, we start on the note C. Sorry, I keep checking my watch. I'm trying to make sure I'm in the view here. We start on C, and then we go C, out a finger, out a finger, out a finger. And that's what we start working on. So again, that sounds like this. 1, 2, here I go. And then the next step is we're going to add the bip, the bottom inner pinky. So we're going to add this one down here. 1, 2, here we go. Now, while I'm playing, you might notice that I am slurring. We want to slur to go ahead and remove the tongue from causing any problems while we're doing that. You don't know what a slur is yet, but all it means is we're not going to use our tongue. So again, it sounds like this. Ready. Now, while you're playing and you're waterfalling, you might hear some squeaks. Some common reasons for some squeaks is when we put down our right hand is sometimes we go to the tips of our fingers instead of the pads of our fingers. So again, we want to make sure, just like when we started playing, if I push down on my fingers and go ahead and look at them, you should see full circles on the pads of your fingers if you're covering those holes correctly. Now, another super common issue that leads to problems down here is sliding our thumb too far over this way on the thumb rest, so that our fingers are at a little bit of an awkward angle and aren't able to go ahead and cover those holes all the way. Or when our thumb gets moved over, we have difficulty reaching that pinky key. So again, we want to make sure that we have our thumb set up exactly in the right spot. And then when we push down our fingers, we're using the pads of our fingers all the way down to the bip, trying our best to not move these 3 fingers when we add the bip, right? We can practice going. And just adding the bip and taking it off if we need to. I hope this helps.